do or die for SG Esports here. They're down one game. They absolutely need to win this series now 2 games in a row to maintain their hopes of going to the major. Now, remember, for Unknown, they're safe in the middle of the pack no matter what. No matter what happens, they won't be bottom 2. They won't be top 2, but there's more money on the line for each position. So still something to fight for. Let's jump in. Game 2. Draft starts now.
All right. So far, it looks like the opener is going to be the same here. They take the Pug Tidehunter. Oh,
no Ench ban this time.
Don't take the Ench. I guess you're fine, right? Because if Unknown gets the Beastmaster, can just Ench, and if they Ench, you just ignore the Beastmaster, or you ban it next phase,
or you just pick it.
Yeah,
we've seen people do it anyway. It's like whatever.
Yeah,
Hero's still busted.
You're not wrong.
I honestly feel like you're just Enigma if they Beastmaster, because it worked really well in that game.
Yeah. True.
If they can play it, I did see KJ playing a couple of clubs.
So I
assume that's
ignored last game. First picked this game. Okay,
interesting.
Back to the Timbersaw. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So Dota 2, Timbersaw has typically been like a later in the draft answer. He's starting to be more first picked, but we've seen this a couple times now. How do you absolutely destroy this guy's game without making a terrible draft? Like, you can't just pick 5 anti-Timber heroes, right?
Yes.
Just pick us, Skywrath.
Kind of want to tone down the anti-Timber heroes even, because I feel like it's easy to counter him too much and then end up with a bad draft.
Yes,
for sure.
But like silences are generally good. Magical burst damage is generally good. So 2 things that you can mix in. I think this DP is a fair opener, but they go back for a quick Viper.
Do they just Beastmaster here? Feels like they really have a plan on how they want to.
Oh, no. Bowie, come on. You want him to do that same thing, that series before? First pick OD, lose. Game 2, first pick OD. This is like the SG class. If they go Death Prophet Beastmaster here, and then they lose, this is going to be their brand, buddy. Is this the hallmark that you want for SG Esports? The guys that bash their head against the wall with the same strat and just lose 2 games in a row over and over? That's not a good look. Let's innovate. Switch it up.
It is. Yeah, I
mean, the caveat there is they lose.
Different.
If they go with the same opener and then they win this game, it's much better. But, oh, God.
The problem is you have to pick 2 heroes in a row right here. So you need something really solid. Like, you can pick Grimstroke next, probably, and then start getting some info. But right now, this has to be like a really important hero, and they're going to take the Jug.
Now, this was immediately banned last game by Unknown. They third banned it. So understand the priority. And I do think Jug matches really well with Death Prophet. He was the other one that I mentioned alongside the Ursa to fit the tempo. So I like this adjustment. This is very good from SG.
Yeah, Jug actually handles Timber really well in the mid game now with the new Shard. It just does so much magic damage. It just actually shreds both Timber and Viper. So I like that. The lane actually gets really hard once the Timber gets 5, because you don't really have that much sustain even with the Healing Ward. But I overall like the pick. I think it's a pretty good close to build hero as well. We take the Viper out, the Beastmaster out. Okay.
Just very solid right now. Jug goes through these patches of being like average or above average. Very rarely is Jug a bad hero. It happens every once in a while, and then you'll still see Miracle pick it up and like whoop a game with it. So I think right now he's in a solid spot.
Good mechanics. He's got a BKB mechanic. He's got AoE percentage healing. What other carry gives you AoE percentage healing for the team? Try none of them.
My carry Phoenix.
Oh, I love it.
There, that one.
Actually, this reminded me of something. I was, 6 months ago. That's a really boring story, but you're gonna hear you anyways.
All right.
I was watching Bone7 play Jug, and I'm like, oh, okay, Bone7 played carry, but he was playing support Jug, and he went for the craziest build ever. He went Healing Ward into. Can you guys guess?
Holy Locket.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah.
That percentage healing. They lost the game, but it was really cool watching that Healing Ward micro the whole game, because that's all support Jug does.
Do you remember the position 4 Lifestealer and Ursa for a little bit? That's basically one of those.
Yeah. Oh, Gareth just said he remembers Lanham's Juggernaut support, and I do remember.
True. Yeah.
TI4. They did it and they won. It was really good.
Whoops.
All right, so they take the Batrider. Pretty good hero versus the Timber.
Oh yeah, that would have been a nice one actually.
Actually feels like Nyx is garbage now, right? People are not even like
Is the hero
completely
dead?
ignored.
Turns out the break made the hero. Wow.
No, he's fine.
Will we see Nyx now for SG?
I don't think he's been that. I don't think he's that good this game. Like Viper and Timber
Really?
saw. Like yes, they're carapace heroes, but like I don't really think you offer much more. Like you stun them, but like, are you really helping? Like the mana burn's okay. I don't think you're very good versus Viper. Viper just clicks you once, you just die.
I agree on Viper,
Rubik
but I
here?
always thought Nyx was like very good against Timber.
Radiant team pick.
He's
Like,
like,
can't you set up and stop him from just running away? And
I would
stay
say
in
he's no
chain?
Skywrath mage. I don't know. It's
Wow, that's
Still
fair.
Radiant team pick.
It's just maybe just not this early, I guess is what I would say. I don't know if Timber's enough to make me like go for a freshly nerfed Nyx. Yeah, that the Rubik comes out again in another great looking moment.
I mean, I think this is fine
We're
because
just switching it
the
up.
Rubik Ford actually doesn't counter Enigma 5 at all.
10
Like
seconds remaining.
there was never a timer like, okay, Rubik's gonna steal that black hole into some cool
5
shit because
seconds remaining.
Yeah.
it's just.
It's
Like,
I think they
you're
were
going for some
actually-
underwhelming black holes because you just want to use the spell.
I literally think they were just covering Viper. I think they
Okay,
probably
yeah.
should have taken the Rubik instead of the Enigma first.
I just feel like Enigma had so much, dude. I didn't feel like the Rubik for SG in the first game counter Viper enough. And I guess like countering does he actually do that much because he was a 3, you know?
I just think he's good
Mid
versus
for all we
Timber
know.
too.
Yeah, he is.
5 seconds remaining.
I like the toss though. I think it offers a lot of really good lanes, gives them Roche. They already Roche pretty well. They push reasonably well. Not as good as the first game, but still quite solid. So what did Unknown went for last time? I think they went for their carry, right?
Ursa, I don't know. Looks kind of okay. Has the jump over shards. Playing versus Jug.
Yeah, but I guess you just ban the Veno and you have the
Is
Viper.
Weaver bad here?
No.
The silence is like a little bit rough, and they already have like the ranged Viper. That'd be my only concerns.
This
No.
actually is a decent anti-mage game. We're not going to see anti-mage. but-
Oh no.
Like Unknown they need some more control. It's like Timber and Viper are those weird, they're not utility heroes at all. They just kind of
Wait a
do
minute.
damage and have some slow.
I think this
What
Viper
about
might wind
Medusa
up being
here?
a 5, personally.
Can't
Yeah.
they just Medusa?
Medusa looks
Medusa.
pretty okay.
And then, can you get away with a Viper 5 though if you go Dusa?
All right. Similar flavor, but different. The Alchemist.
With a
Well-
potential offlane hero left, I would try and get like a Slardar or something if I was SG. I don't know, I guess there's Viper and Timber. I'm trying to think of like ways to bully this Alk.
I feel like Slaughter's going to get banned by Unknown.
10
Venomancer
seconds
is
remaining.
the standard ban here against the melee hero. But
5
wait, does
seconds
this mean... I guess they could either last pick a 5 for Unknown, or this could be Viper 5, right? Maybe they learned with Panda, and
Yeah.
they just give that to Yadomi.
I think
Radiant team ban.
Yeah, that takes his Slaughter.
Veno,
Nice.
Slardar. Perfect bans.
that's unfortunate.
All right, I actually know what the answer is here. You know what you're doing right now? You pick Axe for SG Esports. All right?
Whoa.
Garbage hero.
10
Yes.
seconds remaining.
Good versus Alchemist. Kinda.
5 seconds remaining.
You know, you don't care about BKD. You don't
Wow, what a
care about
glowing
a very
review that
convincing
was.
story.
Well, he's
I mean,
maybe
there's not a lot
the
of
worst.
offlaners left, dude. I guess they could Pango, but there's a Viper 5 potentially.
But
And there's
what
a
about
Rubik,
the
too. I don't think-
Centaur?
Ugh.
I
Sorry,
think
Sensei,
SG
that
are
hero is
going to
trash.
pick something really, really bad like Night Stalker.
Or Underlord.
Please don't. They have Rubik too. I mean, Night Stalker Tusky is actually kind of good, but
It should be, but I
I
think
might
Night
ban-
Stalker's hard.
Oracle here if I
wait,
was
what
Unknown.
if this Enigma
Or,
is
SG.
actually a 3?
Team pick.
What if Enigma is a 3?
Is it
I guess
good?
you don't want to do it against Rubik, but I think it's really good versus Alk and Timber and Viper.
Going back for Oracle's not a. I really love the Oracle DP combo, and when you have a healing ward on top of it, it can be super broken.
Oh, I meant Oracle for Unknown too, because they have
10
Alk.
seconds
Oh,
remaining.
yeah, fair.
True.
I guess with the Enigma Viper, both teams have Flexi 5s. Wow, they
Okay.
grabbed the Invoker, so
Oh,
it does look
Viper.
like 5
5.
Viper.
We're back to the Alacrity Alk again.
Yeah. Interesting.
All right, time for the Brewmaster. The Mass Dispel. Here we go. No.
10 seconds.
Unfortunately, dead hero. Tusk Wind Ranger is still actually pretty cool,
5
but it's dead
seconds
now.
remaining.
No one likes
Yeah, I
it.
don't think that's King RD hero.
Sand King, Tiny. Trying to think King RD heroes. Or, well, like, that style, I guess.
I want to see the axe, dude.
Admiral Kung
Choose your hero.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Wait,
Okay.
so is it offlane Enigma or
Is it
DPC
offlane
3?
Kunkka? No.
Offlane
DP3.
DP.
Okay.
Okay, so King RD takes the Death Prophet, and Kunkka's going mid.
I mean, it is a very strong matchup against Invoker. It's actually really good versus Timber too, because you got a lot of control on him.
Yeah, okay. And it puts the DP and the Tusk together versus the Alchemist and the Vipers. So you isolate with the shards, the siphon's going. The damage isn't like crazy good with tag team, but it's there.
Mm-hmm.
I think both teams have pretty good drafts here. Unknown, obviously, happy to go late once that Alchemist gets big. But SG, I mean, we've seen what this Kunkka can do in terms of controlling the mid game, right? That was one of the big takeaways from that series yesterday with the coddle stacks
5
and stuff.
seconds remaining.
A little bit different with how much they were stacking, but Kunkka can definitely break the game open before the Alk is really online, and that can open up for the Jug to play so much faster. I could see a path to victory for SG for sure.
I don't see this Enigma slowing down Drakeel, though. I think that they're just kind of copying this position 5 hero. Like, can he actually just go in behind the Enigma and there's nothing he can do? Like, Malphite doesn't really stop Timbersaw from just getting away. You can just do short bursts of Timber Chains.
No, but I don't think that's what you do, right? I think it's just about slowing down the offlaner progression because you're taking all the range creeps away. So, like, he's going to have a 6 before, after the
But
Jug.
once he's level 3, he can literally just go behind the tower. Like, where you're trying to deny them, right?
Yeah, he can. But you can spin on him.
I don't know.
If you time the
I feel, like
Malphite, right?
I feel like you shouldn't be able to catch him. Especially if Rubik's there. I don't know. I feel like this isn't going to work very well versus the Timbersaw.
I like Unknown's draft. I think they have, like this. It's all going to be about the Alchemist. If they can actually control the triangle, I think SA teams in general, they have a really hard time in stopping these greedy carries. Overall, it just feels like they get away with farming whatever they want. So if SG can do that, I think that's the most important thing of it all.
Gotcha.
Even the lanes.
All right, well, here we go. An Alchemist on the line. SG, their hopes for the major rest in the outcome of this match. Gary, I hope you're ready, buddy, because this is a big one.
I'm super ready. I see Alk, I click like. I am fully behind his Unknown draft, I think, here. Theban, how are you feeling about this one?
Well,
SG
I have a
up
special
against
surprise.
Unknown.
Theban's not here right now.
Oh, it's
Hey there,
Trent!
Yeah, Theban will be back. He'll,
And Bowie!
I'll be here in a second.
Oh, I should have been reading chat, shouldn't I? Well, we've got a bit of a pause anyway. Well, we can just continue conversation with the panel, can't we? Let's have
we're all
everyone in
good.
here. Let's have all three of you. Bowie and Zahori, get back in here as well. Everyone can be here. Anyone who wants to be. Or has production told you no? No, it's just me and Trent. No,
Pick
never
you guys
mind.
out.
Exclusive VIP club.
All right, nice. Been brought in now. Everyone's in. Great. Thank you. All right.
Party in Gary's room.
The quadcast. Hell yeah, let's go. Let's go in.
Luckily, we've got a pause here to get us started. But Gary, I know you always say you like Alchemist. You actually like Alchemist here. Is there ever an Alch game that you don't like, you biased bastard?
No.
I can tell you why that is. I know why. So back in the day, Gary and I used to play a lot of pubs together, and Gary was by far the best player. And so there became a time where Gary always had last pick, and he had to say, "Oh God, how do I win this game?" Which 90% of the time meant he either played Alchemist or Invoker.
Pretty
That
much.
was the answer.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, my team just got this random, like, charity shop draft where it's a bunch of
Everyone's
garbage heroes
randoming,
nobody
no
wants.
one's giving a shit. That was pretty much.
We've
the
got like
issue.
3 mid laners, and I've got to play safe lane. What am I
Yeah.
doing? I don't know. I'll just pick Alk. Let me hip creeps. Stack counts for me, Trent. Please, I beg
At least
you.
you stopped playing Tinker. That was. I guess
That
it was
is
the
true.
same story every game. Just stack me camps.
I am a reformed gamer now. Man, I remember playing Tinker in houses. Looking back on that, I feel real dirty. That was not a not a good part of my
Not
life.
a nice man.
Not a nice man.
Got blacklisted. How about casts are in houses?
30 seconds to battle.
That's why I've never cast a TI. This is my first DPC event. Yep.
Oh, guys, is Coach Sabila gonna die down here? He's on this ward, just chilling. No. I don't think they're gonna get him. Ah, he's good.
He's fine. Do you think this Yodomi Viper is actually like a steal from Pandaboo? It's something they've been watching.
I mean, I don't think it's very difficult to work in. Compared to DP, I think it's a lot easier doing 5
The
DP.
battle begins.
Just pick it early, slot in where you need to.
Yeah. He'll do the exact same thing.
Oh,
Add
bleaching
some XP.
experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 34 XP straight off the bat. I think I agree with you though, Trent. The kind of action you were talking about, where Timbersaw when he hits like level 3, level 4, and he's just cutting waves, because Juggernaut can't come and spin him, or else he's going to miss like 2 creeps under tower, right? He's going to miss out a lot
Yeah.
of farm.
Then the Malphus, like the instances don't really matter. I don't know. We'll see. I'm curious to watch it. I do appreciate Yodomi being here. Oh, okay. I thought they go for 1 kill first, but they're not even gonna bother. All right, fair enough. It is Burna up top. How many runes do they get, by the way? They got 2, so good enough. As long as it's even. Did he take the greed? No, he didn't anyway. He took the acid spray. This is becoming more and more common.
Yeah,
I
because a
say
lot
more
of
and
these
more
offlaners
common. I
like,
think Knoxville did a stat. It's only been like 5 freaking Alks or something, but Arteezy just did it the other day, so you know it's cool.
so you know everyone's going to be getting on that train.
Yeah,
But yeah,
exactly.
I guess with like offlaners, like POS 3 and POS 4 shoving that first wave to try and get level 2 faster, you know you need to be able to acid spray under your tower. Try and secure those last hits. So Tusk going to drag the wave back. Theo going to get his level 2 up there.
I mean, it's just like, what's the value of the Grievel's Greave if you're not getting the last hits after? It's like, oh, I got the bounty rune bonus that's been nerfed like 3 times.
What is it at
yeah.
now? Is it 4x? 3x?
It scales. It's 1.5x at level 1. Like, not even that good. I mean, it's good. It is definitely still good, but...
Wasn't it like 4 or 5x bounty
yes,
rune
at all
gold, like
levels, I'm
originally
pretty
at all
sure.
levels? Yeah.
Yeah. What a
Oh,
hero.
that was pretty nutty. That was insane, actually. Suddenly 200 gold out of nowhere. Thank you very much.
And
Kunkka.
Widge is giving a lot of XP to the Timber down here, as one would hope. Gets the pull off too, so life's looking good. They have successfully blocked off the small camp, so there's no option there available. All KJ can do is just keep on denying. And once again, Drakil's just in the range anyway. He can't back away to do it or anything, so...
And it pretty much is just get Timber to level 3, then Widge Rubik can go back, stack counts for Alk, move into mid, maybe try and set up on the Kunkka, because like Bowie said, Kunkka is pretty favored in this matchup, already showing 14-3 CS. Robo Z at 8-1. So you do need something to kind of upset Adriano a little bit.
Kunkka's not getting a lot of love lately, you know? The Coddle Kunkka games were pretty nice to watch, but like the hero is still very strong.
Oh, incredibly so. Yeah, I mean, we've seen him, like 4 or 5 times now in the past week, whereas we'd not seen him, like, at all previously. As top lane, the tag
Yodomi.
team and the Spirit Siphons get Yodomi down. Burner has another acid spray here, but King out with a Fairy Fire. Can they get one more
Wait,
hit?
it's
It's a
so long.
speedy DP. The movement speed buff and the boots of speed get the Death Prophet out.
Yeah, he wasn't convinced on the acid spray and the trees, because like you could have had a longer duration, because like the navigation you'd have to do, but I think he was probably correct that it wouldn't have got the kill anyway.
Yeah, should've
That's
just
an
held it for this
unfortunate
wave.
first blood to give away. It's exactly what SG did last game. I guess it was a core instead of a sport, though, to be fair.
Yeah, it is. It's only a POS 5 Viper. It's fine. Yeah, I can't take my eyes off this bottom lane, though. And Drakil is now 3. Widge has hit level 2. So Enigma has to be careful of positioning. Like 660 HP isn't a lot when you consider the amount of burst damage that Timbersaw could be offering when he hits that level 4.
Especially because you actually offer 0 threat versus him right now. Oh, thank you. You took my XP. I'll just take it right back here. All right, you got one of the 2. Not bad.
Easy Eidolons.
Supposed to be like, I don't think has spun yet. There's been a couple moments where I thought he was going to get forced into it, but he's really hesitant.
Yeah, he
Also,
doesn't
'cause
really
if he
want to be
pops
using it.
Yeah, he's just
It
done.
feels like he wants to be holding it for maybe the second level of Malefice or something. Maybe if they find the Rubik. Using spin defensively always feels really rough. Oh, regen rune cancelled immediately. Robo Z, right place, right time.
Wasn't sure how Theolacor would do up top here with the DP. It's not really a very traditional pairing that you think of, but he's been working out pretty well. It's interesting because there's no downside to tag team with ranged heroes, whereas like you typically think of there being one with a lot of these sort of interactions.
Yeah, I mean, with the ability for DP just to keep on chasing as well. She's so speedy. Just keep on chasing, like now. Onto Yodomi, you've walked straight past the creep wave, going for kills instead. Tag team damage is there, and that final Crypt Swarm takes down the Viper for a second time in the top lane. With bounty runes about to spawn, is Burner going to make the long run to the triangle for one? He's going to get closed in on by the Kunkka, though. Adriana's rotating. There we go with the shards, trying to block him. He still gets the bounty, but he's probably just going to die for this. Not really worth the move, as this Kunkka wants to get that one slap. Tidebringer removes the Alchemist, so that top lane now, 3 deaths.
He's still level 3, so it wasn't even level 2 Grievel's Greed for that.
1.5 multi. I mean, how many bounties did they get bottom lane? Rubik got both?
Oh
Yeah.
no.
So it's not awful. They get 3 out of the 4.
Okay, alright. Not too shabby.
Step lively now.
Yeah, it's still not worth dying. I mean, you get more gold just like acid spraying the creep camp. Like the small camp or something, you know?
Yeah,
Alright, tries to get a pull off with Theolacor. He's onto it. Get back.
Every time, like he's sharding the large camp, blocking up the small camp. No pulls, no stacks, nothing.
Bottom lane, KJ.
Down bottom, there we go. Drakeel gets behind that tower, onto the Enigma. And
Oh, yeah, baby. There's 100 gold.
Puts him close to level 6 too. Like Juggernaut not having the most fun of times anymore.
He's doing quite well, though, to be fair. He's beating him in CS, and he's going to have Omni first. Of course, what level is this Enigma? Level 3. He probably needs 4 Midnight Pulse and maybe even another hero to try and kill him.
It just never feels comfortable for the Jug. Like every CS is a battle within itself.
I heard a boat. RoboZ was hit by a boat.
He's very low HP. No mana left on the Kunkka though.
Earn on earn action. With no
Bracer,
charges.
yeah. 0 charges on the urns.
The battle of who will strike first charge blood.
I guess the Invoker can, right? He's going to regen his HP. He can TP to a side lane. Maybe not when these Tidebringers hit him. Costabile is spinning bottom, going for the TP. Do we have a telekinesis in time? No, he's timed that to perfection. But now it's a complete free lane here for Drakeel.
Yeah,
Soul
but
Ring
he did get ditched for a
Arcanes.
tower push, to be fair. And they just sliced that top tower with the help of KJ.
Radiant are scanning.
That is true. Like, you force this Alchemist completely out of lane. He's still level 4. Zyra asking if there's ever a time I don't like an out game, and it's starting to become this one.
Oh, he got shoveled, though. It's okay.
Oh! And it's a bounty rune. They've got a Cold Snap. Viper trying to be saved by the Invoker. The snowball's coming his way, but Enigma and the Kunkka both still here, with the DP arriving. I don't know if Robozy wants to fight this, does he? He's killed off the Tusk. The Ghost Warp dusted.
Oh, who had that
Kunkka gets
dust?
lifted as well. Can they finish him off with an X mark? The Torrent's coming. It's not going to land, though. And who was that? Was that Enigma with the dust?
I don't know if it was anywhere 40. It's probably 40 because he's laning versus the Invoker. But there's nothing worse than the Invoker getting that one getaway. So just kudos to bringing your dust, you know. I hate those early game escapes. Of course, he still escaped, but, you know.
Radiant's
It
could have been worse.
is under attack.
Alk
so
has been
on-
forced into triangle.
One downside of Timber is that he does push very slowly. I mean, you see DP rotate up top. It's just gone. And she just does her thing with the help of like, one
Invoker's
support
dying mid,
zone.
too.
Oh, that's
They've got
good.
urn charges on the Kunkka. Oh, they don't land the boat. They dust him up so no Ghost Walk escape. He's trying to heal with that Quasco in, but the X-Mark back. And a killing spree for Adriano. This Kunkka starting to ball out of control. And look at the wards SG have as well, man. This out can't go anywhere.
Oh, down bottom. Because really
They're
trying to
getting
make
him.
plays. He's out of mana, though.
Oh, we can't spin. No stick charges. They're lacking damage to finish him, though. Already
He's
spent
played
the
this
telekinesis.
really well, I have to say.
Dire's
I'm very impressed by Costabile down here. Like, he's just getting put on an island, and he's holding his own.
Yeah, I really like his TPs too. Like, that's the second or third time he's TP'd back to his tier 2, escaping near death, and then farms through jungle, has healing ward back up again.
He's gonna
So
so
we can-
a possessed mask too. That's your
that's
game
great.
saver right there.
That is. You are 100% correct as Rubik sniped out in the mid, and DP Exo wanting this tier 1, so Timbersaur's going to try and plant his body here. Drakil's what, level 7, so maxed out reactive armor. Snowball's coming forward though, they've got no Midnight Pulse, a Malefice, and the burst damage from the Ghost though gives King Out a double kill. SG on a roll, 7-2, catching out the Invoker potentially with a Dust, blocking him a little bit with the Shards, and now the Torrent. Oh, it's on the very edge, doesn't clip him. And Adriano not going to go for the boat, was waiting on the X mark to come back off
I have
cooldown.
Alchemist.
And 10 minutes in, Alk is
Hello.
level 6.
Are scanning.
Why are you taking my creeps? And why can't I do anything about it?
Why do I have 4 Radiant Observer wards watching every single jungle camp on my side of the map? Nice tornado, that might kill that Enigma, will do so, and the Tusk stuck in here too, but the X into boat means this Invoker's being shredded. Oh, they didn't finish him! The DP, that final click, just about, takes him down with the Omni Slash coming in from Ghost to build back into the creeps! Onto the little camp down on the low ground. So Yodomi's able to turn with the Timbersaw onto King Owl, slow them with the Chakram, Coast to Bill with a spin ready. Doesn't have mana to spin TP though. Don't think they've got the catch to follow through on it. So finally some respite, a bit of fresh air for Alk to go and enjoy the countryside. He gets into the jungle.
Oh man, they're 1 camp versus an Alk right now. This is like a 4K lead basically. Which I know is essentially 75% of the net worth of Burna, which is really saying something.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
It's not looking too hot.
It's not. Top 3 net worth, all green heroes. And Timbersaw, like you said, pushing slowly, didn't actually finish off that tower. With a catapult wave, I guess he's going to be able to get it done. But they need that like bottom third of the map, like that big triangle between Ancients and like bot Radiant tier 2 for that Alk to keep on farming safely.
Attack.
And yeah, they're stacking it up, but as you already pointed out, the obs are just nuts right now.
Radiant's
Widge has a
bottom
sentry,
tower
he's not dropping it at the moment. Look at this detection. I mean, they even double sentry accidentally. But
And bottom lane, they're going on the Timbersaw, trying to shut down Drakil with another X mark. Boat from Adriano, the Juggernaut's here with a spin. It's a ton of damage with the Spirit Vessel, that's what's done it. Kunkka has finished off the big item to counteract this Timbersaw's early game.
mid laner's kind of rocking
Wait
these past 2 games.
Yo, DP has boots of travel. Just
Oh yeah, she had
TP
those at like 10.5 minutes.
They're just gonna black hole and ghost. They've killed the alchemist. He's dead. Burner's gone. They steal the silence. I thought they were gonna steal Exo there. It was pretty close. But King Owl with the boots of travel just appears in the top lane.
And he had those actually finished before his death last time. Like, that's how long he's had these. Just rush right into them. Kind of uncontested up there.
SG now on the Brazilian server, looking like a completely different team to game 1.
Dire's courier.
Maybe all those all chat lags really were true. You know, every time I'm in a game, complain. I have friends from other countries having to complain about that, and they might be onto something.
Ping is a
Night
big
and
thing.
day here.
Invoker's got a spirit vessel of his own. It just doesn't appear that he's got any real like avenues into aggression. He can't move anywhere. Can't move bot lane into Jug because he's got spin. Top lane has no targets. The rest of SG are all grouped in the mid lane around this Kunkka, who's incredibly powerful.
Did he just take all those ancients? Yeah, he definitely did. Oh man, that's brutal. It was like a triple stack.
Theo trying to make a hasty retreat. Snowballs into the nether toxin.
That's the second push he's missed.
Dire's
He's trying over those cheeky behind yourself push-ups. They're very hard now. Goes to be late. Hey, take the time for the tower. And again, that whole time while they were posturing up on the high ground, they ended up taking that giant triple stack of ancients. So very happy Kunkka here.
Incredibly, like 7k net worth up on him. Armlet queued, BKB after. So he's going to output a decent amount of damage. And yeah, Bowie. I'm looking at it too, man.
Working on it, all right. You know,
He's like
trying.
He's still going to have it by like, 14 and a half, 15 minutes or so. Top lane, they're looking for the DP. The lack of gap close is starting to become concerning, though. Like, Invoker is your only teamfight starter, and this is looking like a sick X-Mark boat. Invoker caught out, gets the Ghost to walk off. Where's the reveal? Do they have dust? They do indeed. Robo Z shredded. Pons 5 Viper on the way out. Widge also gets, solo killed by the Tusk in that top
And
dark
they're
jungle
after
area.
Yodomi here too.
They've scanned him.
Don't
Scouting
midnight
the
pulse,
courier.
unfortunately. Oh, courier!
Any stuns?
Oh, he was the hand. We're moving.
So close.
Oh, that's painful.
Space for Alk.
Dire's top tower.
All to space.
1420 Battle Fury online.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Have we seen much of this Soul Ring Alchemist either? I feel like we've just like
Tower is under attack.
No, just
Battle Fury treads, clarities, yeah.
Yeah.
That's very much a I feel behind, please let me catch up item.
I don't know. Soul Ring, I can't buy this item anymore. I look at it and I just see 14 clarities. It's like, do I really want Soul Ring the rest of the game? I don't know. I'm probably not gonna need 14 clarities either, so
I'll just
all
buy
good.
3 or 4 of them. Yeah. That's a complete role reversal. Now it's unknown that are the ones hiding in their jungle, all grouped up together, 4-man farming the same like 3 or 4 jungle camps. You would
When
love to
they're
have your
not taken
Timbersaw
by,
out.
SG, that is.
Yeah, true. Like, you'd love to have Timbersaw out on the map doing shit right now. But this Spirit Vessel on Kunkka makes his life a living hell before
And
that Yule
he
Scepter
just
comes.
completed his armlet too, which I think is a pretty cool item to go for. Like, yeah, it's another cheap small item, but he just wants to be combative right now because they just want to continue to pressure the Alchemist and just stay in his space. And this is an excellent item to do it while you then go towards these bigger items like the BKB and the AC that he's got queued up there.
Yeah, I guess
It's a fun
like
game to
looking
be
at
Radiant.
oh, Viper. Alright, Yule's from the DP. Such a farm king out here. Getting zapped down quickly though. That poison attack, my god. Magic damage increase for Team Unknown. And Drakeel wants to move in onto KJ. It is a severe problem that they can't really start fights. And now the turnaround comes in from SG. Another X Torrent. Slice and dice from the Juggernaut as a snowball up to the high ground, looking for the Invoker over Z. Deafening blast them back.
Walking
Burner,
slowly.
burner. He
Do
wants
it,
to
KJ.
fight.
Walk at them.
With no
Walk
boots.
at them with your black hole. Oh, no.
The boots.
290 move speed. No boots. You know.
Rushing
He's got to
drums.
stick to cast his spells here. He's got 482 mana. He can Malefice Black Hole now again. Nice.
So good. Yeah, but yeah, to your point, looking at this, like, okay, you have Timbersaw and Invoker. They're pretty good, like, laning stage, mid-game heroes, but thinking of them as actual carry heroes against a Juggernaut, a Kunkka, a Death Prophet, Unknown feels like a single core lineup, like it is all about the Alchemist. Whereas the Kunkka, yeah, going for these small items, it means Coaster Build can actually catch up and outscale the Alk too.
Is under attack.
Yeah, and we've seen games where that style is very successful with Yelp, right? I mean, they basically rallied around them in our previous days games where you just saw the alacrity and they just followed them around the map. And even though they were all severely poor in comparison to the enemy cores, the Alk was just so far ahead that it didn't matter. So I imagine that's the style they're trying to emulate here, but they fell too far behind too quickly, and now instead of the Alk carrying everyone else, they're just trying to prop him up a little bit here. But in the end, they're all suffering net worth-wise because of it.
Well, he shovels up a Kobold.
Great choice here from SG too. Just head right into the Roche Pit.
Oh, yeah, with that Exo, the tag team. Pretty simple one. I mean, this smoke from Unknown, they were looking for anybody down in the bottom jungle to try and put a bit of pressure there. But now they scan as, like, the moment Roshan dies, they put a scan on the pit.
Yes, they are there. It turns out.
Correct.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that jug's insane now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Head of an alchemist. That's some rough stuff right there. And Theolokar has a blink dagger nearly complete. He should just get Aghanims, I think, at this point and kick KJ in.
Radiant
Oh wait, you can't kick allies. Damn it! Why can't you kick allies, Valve? Alright, I'm thinking about what's that game mode called? The Labyrinth. Can you kick him in Ag's Labyrinth? I feel like you could.
I can't
Anyway,
remember.
I'm just gonna pretend you could.
Yeah, we'll just say that was a possibility.
Yeah.
Just kick KJ in. KJ, what has he got? He got the drums. Drums Bassy. Why has he not bought boots this game? I can't wrap my head around it. I keep looking at him. Like, why don't you have boots?
He's like omniscient, omnipresent. He is the void. He doesn't really have legs or feet.
Radiant
Pretty good
structures
reasoning.
are fortified.
They're moving very slowly and with purpose. You know, if you know what you're doing and you arrive exactly when you intend to, why do you need boots?
So he's Gandalf.
Just too
Hi.
wise. Oh!
How you doing, Theban?
Better. I had a small emergency I had to take care of, but I mean, I'm taking a first look at this. You're gonna leave me, Trent? I thought we are gonna have a nice try-cast here.
We can try cast
Alright.
if you want to. You sure?
Are we good? We can try
they
cast?
got the
Alright, we'll try
technology.
cast.
We got
We
it.
have the technology. We're good.
We can do it. I mean,
So-
the game might end soon anyway.
Yeah, I have a question. What happened? What is this? What did I just walk into?
I'll
Where
let
do you
you
wanna
take that one,
start?
Trent.
Where would you like to begin? The Kunkka played extremely well in his lane and then just started crushing it across the map. Our Alchemist has just been in a rough spot from the very beginning. Death Prophet had an amazing lane and got boots of travel by like 10 minutes or so, 10 and a half minutes
Oh,
or
wow.
something in the off lane.
Yeah.
And so she's just been like roaming the map with the Tusk and
And
grabbing
they-
kills. Costa
they
Bile did
qu-
an excellent job by himself in the bottom lane. Very
So
solid
hold on.
laning.
And they quadruple warded like the entire dire jungle. Like they saw Alchemist everywhere.
So you're
Juggernaut?
Okay, wait. There's a fight breaking out.
Yeah, it looks
has
like
no
a quick
boots.
Omni
Now you're
Slash.
caught up.
And there's the black hole. Drakeel gets destroyed by that KJ Midnight
Where's it?
Pulse.
So hang on. You're telling me a Viper Alchemist lane lost?
Super hard.
He
A
got
Viper
crushed.
Alchemist?
Like real crushed. You know,
would
he
have
just
thought?
like he left the box. You know, like he went outside the tower range for a second, and then he was like, "Oh, I've been, you know, tag teamed and siphoned. They didn't even have shards, and they still killed him." It was pretty painful. Anytime it got away from the tower, he just couldn't really play his game.
There's a common denominator here, right? Between game 1 and game 2. Gary, I'll let you take this one.
The common denominator. I mean, we've been talking about server and lag and ping and stuff, but we're gonna watch that
no.
poor little Viper die.
That's not what I was talking about. This is a hero. It's blue, and it does really good things in the game.
That was the POS 5 Enigma. Have you noticed?
Exactly.
He didn't have boots until just now, by the way. 20
Yeah,
minutes
I
in, he
noticed
decided, I'm gonna buy some little booties.
Drums. Yeah, he's got some nice cheap auras there. You know, the Bassy and the drums gives him some movement speed too. I mean, this is pretty much how you play 5 Enigma, right? Just run around, be a buffer for your team, just stun people in the fights casually. And it's so, how do you call it? Misleading, like how strong this stun is.
I find it's very strong once you get to the higher levels, like 3 and 4.
Yeah,
That's when it really
exactly.
starts to be annoying.
Yeah.
His lane wasn't actually as good as like the previous one. He actually rotated out really early to just go top and help the Death Prophet take the tower, which was kind of fine because Costa Bile played exceptionally well and just surviving. And every time he was threatened, he would spin. TB the tier 2, he managed to get Possessed Mask. So between that and Healing Ward, whenever he was threatened in the
Possessed
lane and
Mask.
almost died, yeah, he just went and farmed neutral so he was health again and
Yeah,
went
he
back
just
in the
kept
lane.
dipping in and out.
All right, Robo Z, this is the big
Can
play.
they
He's
find the
scouting for it.
Kunkka?
Oh, they just entered.
And Juggernaut plants his body in that lane as well. Yeah, now Juggernaut's overlapped everyone. 13k net worth on him. Still has Aegis for a little bit. 20 seconds. Try and force a fight around it.
They just
Just
don't
running
want to
straight at
drop
them.
any space.
And they've concocted and stunned Costa Bile a little bit there. And in the back, Viper being destroyed by Theo. The Tusk is soloing him. In comes King Ao to clear up the Viper now. And Unknown on this low ground, gonna get silenced up. We've got another Yules into the air. Aegis has expired, but I don't think SG really care about it. 3-man tornado. RoboZ holds them back for a second. They'll retreat to high ground, but it's forced the Alchemist BKB. And the Ghosts are going, so high ground time for SG. They're just gonna go straight up to the tier 3 in the mid lane.
Yeah, he sells BKB on King R here.
I don't think I can tell you I've seen a Alchemist be behind like 2 core heroes. That's how close his Kunkka is as well.
Yeah, like Kunkka
Like-
was top of the net worth for the first, like, what, 15, 16 minutes of the game?
Yeah, he essentially went Spirit Vessel and just hunted Timber and Alk over and over again, and then built an armlet so he could just like completely stay on the dire side
Oh,
of the
that's
map.
so good.
Do they have the, do they have the Invoker here? That's a BKB and a Yule spent by the DP. Doesn't have any backup though. That King Ao just chasing people right now without the actual intention to kill them. But with an X mark, this
black hole.
Adriano guy's got different ideas. They know there's no BKB on the Alk, so they're trying to burst him down, and Burner falls. Alk gone, and if there's a hero you don't want to buy back on, it's an Alchemist, isn't it? Dead
Most
for
definitely
40
not.
seconds.
I mean, the games just end, right? When the Alchemist buys back and dies here. Yeah. And the way SG are playing, they're just like keeping them in the base, unknown space, and they're not pushing the high ground either because one, it's too early, and two, that's pretty much the only way you can lose.
Yeah.
So-
As long as you just choke Alk away from creeps, how do you lose this game? Oh man, you got another courier. Yo,
Oh.
please.
That's so good. Dude, at this point, you should just put like 2 Tinker couriers because you know the next courier flying out from the Alk is going to go through the sides and they kill them again. So he never gets another item.
That's how you get a
Towards.
GG right there, man. That's I'd be out.
It feels like RoboZ hasn't had much of a game either, right? Getting kind of lane countered by the Kunkka. Couldn't rotate into Jug's lane to find kills. Couldn't move into King Ao's lane because he was so bloody powerful.
He's trying to think of what to buy next. I don't think he's set on the Yules. I think he's trying to think if there's some like YOLO item he can get to save
Like a
this game.
scythe. I don't know. And KJ, +5 Enigma. That's a kill they can take, but how many did they lose for it? Because their backlines have been stabbed. In comes Adriano. They killed off 2 of them. The supports have fallen, and this Invoker, Tornado TP. Anything to stop him?
Oh, no, you can't get the vision on him. But, you know, that's the dangling Enigma right there, right? You know, wiggling his ass. He's like, come on out here, guys.
It's true. He does wobble quite a bit.
I mean, when I used to play...
Alk's hitting creeps.
Runes?
Oh,
Is he though?
They're not gonna get me either.
get out of there.
Look at how scared he is.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Juggernaut nearly has a Skadi completed. And they've invaded this jungle incredibly quickly.
You got 1 camp.
At least it was
Trent,
stacked.
have you ever heard of that term before? Wiggle your ass in front of them?
No, I don't think I've ever used that one.
I've heard the dangle.
I mean, when we play, like, we always talk about that. Like, just go wiggle your ass in front of them, you know? Back like 10 years ago, Dota 1 days. And then they just jump you, and then
Was
boom,
it effective?
just get wiped for it. Yeah, it was always effective. Especially, like, in the older days of Dota, people were not that intelligent and
I
always
think I've
fell for
seen
every
Bugs
bait.
Bunny do that quite a few times, and it seems to work on Elmer Fudd, so I get where it comes from.
Yep.
The butt wiggle bait.
The butt wiggle bait, yep.
Are they smoked up again? Yeah.
Can he
Oh,
really
no.
just do this? I mean, he has no cares on ADR.
Yeah, he's got 10 second
Sentry now.
BKB.
Robozy's like, really?
They see you. They know exactly where you are. And Theolocore with the Blink Dagger is on top of that. Invoker sliced by Ghost of Beal
Wow.
yet again. And King
That's
Owl's
so
into the
fast.
back. Here comes the DP immediately into the bot lane. And they're just cleaving through heroes. A double kill for the Jug. And this time they can go high ground. Feeling a bit stronger. Forcing at least the Bonnie back out of the Rubik. Maybe one from the Invoker.
The biggest problem here is the healing ward too. You are already running out of damage on Team Unknown, and then you gotta deal with this healing ward. It's like, who's gonna go in there to kill that?
Oh my god.
Everyone's just full HP.
If you open this Overwatch case right now and it says Alchemist briefing, what do you do?
Insufficient evidence.
See, guys, it's not as clear cut as you think.
An Agshot on
man.
Jug is so powerful.
I know, right? Jeez, he was slicing the last couple of fights.
Like, does Timbersaw really want to move forward here? They've all, okay, the rest of the Radiant team have actually just shifted away. They've left the Juggernaut completely alone.
Well, he's there for no reason. He has no business being there. He's just like showing off at this point.
Hey,
Already
wants to
got
kill
the
heroes.
Vex.
That's my favorite line to use in Dota games. There is nothing to gain there.
It's not something people typically understand in Dota, yeah,
Well-
Trent.
If I've ever seen a desperation smoke, this is one. Theolocore, he was X-marked and TP'd back home, snowballing towards the Rubik now. Juggernaut just going to run straight towards whatever target he can find. Is it the Alk? Is it the Invoker? He can't pick one, there are so many. He'll spin towards that poor Invoker. RoboZ has to buy back immediately. But they've, again, spent this Alk BKB for nothing. Zip!
Well,
Mill.
that was the wiggle right there by the Tusk. You know, just baiting them in.
And they just keep X-mark TPing people. Back to Fountain, back into the mid lane, continually regenning to full, and Roshan respawns right there.
Do you guys see
That's
the
so
sentry?
good.
Oh, never mind. Okay, Viper can see it. It was right on the line. I thought he couldn't see it. We're good.
So you got the X marks, like you said, to go back and refill. Then you also got the healing ward to keep you topped off. It's like SG can just stay on the map permanently, and that's the biggest problem for Alk lineups.
Will shine
they hate when people can just stay on the map and constantly shove lanes out, and it just gives so much information to know where the Alk is.
At least at this point, they're pretty limited on vision. They do have one Ob sentry actually still up on the high ground there. It's kind of an Ob's hidden inside a sentry, but they do still see up there.
Bye-bye, Alk.
Oh, 2 seconds till BKB. Yeah, that's a damn shame, I tell you.
That's sad. He's dead with that buyback. That's game over.
GG. Yeah.
Celebratory black hole from KJ. Oh, he's killing off those creeps. He doesn't finish any of them. Game
Even out of
2.
BKB.
SG tied up. I mean, Zalari was saying it, right? This is kind of do or die. One game now, separating them from the chance to be in that top 2 of the DPC SA Division 1. Oh boy.
Oh.
Anything more you two boys want to have a chat about?
I mean, I'll tell you that I'm so happy to see Enigma now in